All right. So, unconventional video, but you know what? I'm thinking about making these unconventional videos. It really helps me to just say things on my mind and also reach you guys because these words that I'm saying are valuable because I've tried them myself and it works. First thing, well, so far, praise yourself. Praise yourself is something that I, when I start doing, it becomes very easy for me to adopt good habits. When I praise myself, or even for the good things or the bad things, what tends to happen is your you will begin to develop those habits. Okay, so what do I mean? So let's say it's not only just with yourself, you can others as well. But let's say you um tell your parent, you tell your child off for something. Okay. Now, firstly, they'll have resentment towards you. They'll start justifying it in their brains. Oh, do you know what? I do this because I want to. My parents don't love me. They're very strict. They don't care about me. They don't love me. All of that. Now, your effect that you were trying to do was make them not do something. Okay? And you scolded them for that. That is not good. But if you told them, son, daughter, well done for doing this. I'm proud of you. Now, they did something and they got positive feedback from it. So now they're like, okay, my mom and dad, they love what I'm doing here. I can do this more freely and they will be appreciative of this. So let me do this. Let me do this more. So you, rather than punishing bad habits, you want to reward good habits. Okay? And rewarding doesn't necessarily mean to give them cookies or treats or something. Simple, well done, I'm proud of you, a hug, a pat on the back, appreciation. That is also a reward because how our brains are tuned, it loves dopamine. I think it's dopamine, right? Where you do something positive or you find any pleasure, and your brain always constantly tries to get itself some dopamine. Now, if you and if you appreciate the person, you are supplying dopamine to their brain. So they will continue to do the good habits in return for them thinking they'll actually get dopamine. And them thinking they'll get dopamine gets them dopamine. Okay, that's how the brain works. At least I know how it works. And after doing a shit ton of reflection, I noticed that we say this as if we're two people, right? In this analogy, parent and a son, or parent and a daughter. Okay. Now, you can think of it yourself. You can say, do you know what? I did this well. I did this very well. I'm proud that instead of waking up at 7 in the evening, I woke up at, let's say, 11 in the morning, for instance. Okay, that is very good. You were much times better than you were before, the day before. Even 1% improvement, give yourself praise for it. And the praise would be appreciation. Because to be honest, it also releases, to me at least, is released similar, if not the same amount of dopamine as if you ate a chocolate bar or something like that. So take those words very, very seriously. Okay? Give yourself respect when it's due. A lot of people I've noticed, they've underpaid themselves. I used to underpay myself too. Oh, yeah. I'm known for underpaying myself in school. In school, I used to say, I'm not good enough. I'm not this, I'm not that. I won't get this, I won't get that. And to this day, to be honest, I still do that sometimes. However, I'm trying to build a habit where I will stop doing that fully. And so far, by implementing this, I have drastically decreased the this habit of mine of underplaying myself. I give myself appreciation where it's due now, and it really helps. It helps to reaffirm positive habits. Okay, because rather than you being super disciplined in just avoiding bad stuff, what you should do is you should encourage and support good stuff, because that is more effective. There was a study that was done where it was essentially, I think it was rats or birds. What it simply was they would punish the animal when it used to press a simple button, right? That was like not supposed to be touched. And well, once they did it, they found that the rabbit or whatever animal it would still touch it, even though it knew it was going to be punished. And at times, it would have higher stress levels. It would be rather unhealthy when it comes to its hormone levels and dopamine and whatnot. Now, there was another control where they would punish, would what you call it, reward the other animal. So there was two buttons. One, if you touched, it was punished, right? The other one did nothing. But the other one, it was like they would punish when they touched the other button, but they would not do anything when they pressed the wrong button. So when they pressed the right button, they would get a reward, like a treat or something. And when they didn't press the wrong button, nothing happened. Okay. What it turns out was that the animal did press the right button a lot of times, and obviously got rewarded as a result. And sometimes when it was not given a result, it still did it. It still did it regardless. And when it looked at its hormone levels and its overall well-being, it was much healthier. And they all were still given the same amount of food and water and whatnot, because it's just a different way. But that animal was still much healthier, much had its hormones better. Everything was controlled. It was a controlled experiment, and this just proves the one thing, that encouraging and appreciating positive habits is much more effective at getting a result than punishing bad habits. So parents, right? If you're watching this, parents, listen to this advice. Trust me, your son, you will build a stronger, better relationship with your child. Friends, if you don't like something that your other friend is doing, rather than saying, "Oh my days, what a waste, man! Oh, bro, this guy's so dumb," right? Just ignore it. But when they do something smart or something good, give them appreciation. Say, "You know what, brother? Respect. I like that you did this. I appreciate it." Because genuinely, you think it is weird or it will do nothing. It actually does. It sometimes you might not notice, but it actually does. So pay those words in attention. This is something I might begin doing more often, where instead of just like having us sitting down there and just talking like this, I'll just speak like this. And for me, it's better to do this way, and also I can speak much clearly, much more better, and hopefully we can grow as Ultra Males together. Peace.